Here's the police interaction. Let you know, sir, I'm audio recording.
How's it going today?
Oh, it's going good. Just looking for make some new videos.
Oh, excellent. Excellent.
So have you guys heard about me by any chance?
I have not.
I'm the guy over there in Medford, Oregon, making videos about rifle carry and education, handing out flyers.
Okay.
Do you want a flyer?
No, I don't. Actually, I'll be okay.
Okay.
Do me a favor, don't touch your weapons, okay?
Okay.
I'm concerned about our safety right now. I don't know you, and you could
Why would you want to be concerned with safety?
Well,
I actually came up toward you in a polite manner.
Yeah, you have, absolutely. I just don't know you yet.
Oh, okay.
I don't know you yet, so I want to get to know you a little bit before.
May I have a picture?
You're fine.
Okay.
That's fine. So, your purpose today is to
exercise my right to keep and bear arms, make educational videos of every city I go to. For example, right now I've gone to Grants Pass, Phoenix, Arizona, no, not Arizona, sorry, Klamath Falls. They got really good officers over there.
Excellent.
They actually encouraged me to go try the full autos. I thought that was pretty cool.
Excellent, excellent.
So
at this point you realize you're free to leave if you'd like to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I know it's just a meet and greet.
Yeah, we're just having a conversation. So, do you have any identification? And if you do, would you mind letting me see it? Would that be all right?
Well, I don't like giving out identification,
Okay.
but I wouldn't mind telling you my first and last name.
Oh, excellent.
So my name is Warren Druin.
Warren Druin?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. How old are you, Warren?
I'm just 22.
Excellent. So, are your guns loaded today?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I don't mind telling because I know it's legal. So
yeah, it is. It absolutely is. You can imagine the stir you're causing because your behavior is not something very common in our society, although legal.
Yes, it's unusual now because everyone forgot their right to keep and bear arms. And I'm trying to help people like, hey, you should consider, protecting your own self, be independent.
Sure, sure.
I'll hand you out flyers, and if you want like pepper spray, handguns, bow and arrows, whatever you want to carry, it is your legal right and constitutional well.
Yeah,
and Oregon recognized that right compared to California. You know how California's kind of...
I'm not real up on California law. I don't work there, so
yeah.
I worry more about Oregon law. That's kind of what my focus is.
Yeah, I understand.
So, again, your purpose today is just to create this video and to help
and educate people.
About
and also
their right to bear arms.
Get like professional police officers in the area to show we got constitutional officer, professional, respectful.
Right.
So that's what I'm looking for right now.
Right.
So I'm gonna go like every city and see what they're like.
Seems like you found a couple, doesn't it?
Yeah, you guys actually know what you're doing. You know your constitution. You know your Terrier versus Ohio. You know your JO versus Florida. That's really good, and I actually really respect that. That's what we want to see, good constitutional officers.
Right. Well, I tell you what, obviously you're within your legal rights to do what you're doing. I also seems like you're a very educated, intelligent young man, okay? And with that education and with that intelligence, you can recognize that you are causing quite a scene and gathering many people and having them feel uncomfortable.
I acknowledge that situation, but because it's so uncommon and so unusual, people don't remember the rights. And if we just hide our weapons, everything, everyone's eventually going to forget about it. Then it goes through the step called, being afraid of it, and then eventually become destroyed.
Well, everybody can have their opinion about what they think might happen about those things, and you're certainly free to have yours, and ours may be different. But that's not the issue today. The issue is your lawful ability to do what you're doing, or one of the big issues. And then the second issue is, as a citizen of a community, which you are here as you're visiting our community today, we all have responsibilities that don't necessarily always follow within our legal rights. So sometimes things that are legal to do still can cause disturbances and still can cause people to feel uncomfortable, even though they're completely legal. So I guess what I would consider asking you today is to consider those things as you are exercising your rights, and realize that even though it is lawful and even though it is appropriate and those kinds of things, that even in those cases it can still be very disturbing to some people. And looking at the entire health of our society and our community, I think we have a duty and a responsibility to balance those things.
Yeah, if you want to, like now you contact me if you want. You can inform the citizens like where I'm at exactly. That hey, I'm a law-abiding citizen.
Sure.
I'm just out there to educate people. I acknowledge that people are going to be a little scared and fear because this object's been mass media-wise.
Right.
So I'm here just to make a peaceful contact. I have it strapped behind my back, make it look a little bit less aggressive. Hopefully.
Sure.
So I try to be respectful as much as I can and smile. So.
No. No, like I said, you've been a perfectly pleasant gentleman with us, and I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
So, would you mind sharing me what your intentions for the rest of the afternoon are?
Like I said, just pretty much exercise my right, and I'm going to meet a friend too. He's actually curious about the rifle carry too, but he's mostly carrying a handgun all the time. He said Ben's pretty good at, you know, open carry handguns, everything, not a real big deal. It's just he never seen a rifle carry man, so I'm a rifle carry man.
Okay.
Basically the Minuteman, if you want to put it in that category.
Okay. Okay. Well, like I said, I guess the one thing I could provide you information about is, again, you're very clear on your lawful right to carry your weapons.
Yes, sir.
But at the same time, I'm encouraging you to internally explore the other ramifications of your actions, and ask that you consider those things as you make the decisions you make today. I can't tell you not to do what you're doing. You know that. I'm not going to tell you that you're causing such a disturbance that you need to be arrested for all these other reasons.
I'm not trying to.
No, I get that. But at the same time, being the reasonable and intelligent person that you are, I think you'd have to agree with me that the fact that we've received multiple calls of people that are frightened and scared by your behavior, and the fact that there are several officers here to contact you in an effort to meet society's goals and expectations while clearly balancing people's rights, you can see there's some conflict in a sense in those two opposing interests.
Like I said, I acknowledge because it's not usual to see around town, but it's like our rights being diminishing every day, and I don't like seeing that. I believe in individual liberty. I'm not really a collectivist.
All right.
And like I said, as an individual, I'm just trying to make sure I'm being respectful and polite. I understand that, I acknowledge that this may cause a lot of alarm for you guys, a lot of calls, but I do have videos about showing people who are actually interested in it, and they're not really running away around fear. I'm not trying to steer trouble for you guys. I'm just trying to make, you know, good interactions with people, show that, hey, you know, like I said, I know I said it already twice, but I acknowledge it.
No, I get what you're saying. So again, I guess just for my own information, you said you're going to meet a friend later today someplace. That's probably a public place.
Probably, yeah.
It's probably going to cause more 911 calls and more officers to be around.
If you want to, you can just swing by and I'll wave to you, if you know.
The problem is that it's not really within the model or the mission of the Bend Police Department to keep tabs on you. We have other things that we need to do. We need to, you know, go to people that are fighting and hurting each other and stealing other people's things and all those things that are out there causing actual harm, not just a perception of disturbance or harm in our society. So we have a responsibility to do all those other things too. And at the same time, we have to balance these interests, and that can sometimes be very difficult in a situation where limited resources are available. So, you know, you can see how not expending resources on an issue like this could be beneficial to society in a sense. And again, I recognize your competing interests, for lack of a better term, when it comes to your desire to educate folks and do those kinds of things. So with that being said, how long do you think?
Probably like less than an hour until Greg comes. He's gonna come see me, and we'll probably do it again. We'll probably just do it for one whole day. I'm gonna be leaving too, so I'm not gonna stay here all day long. So I normally do this at Medford. Let me just say every single day. Right. So eventually they got kind of mad at me, but they got tired with me. They don't deal with me no more.
I don't think they're mad at you. I think they're probably concerned about their ability to respond to other needs within our community and how this can compete with those needs. You know, and as a police officer and trying to meet the expectations of a society, trying to service all of the needs that are out there.
And you're doing a good job. I just let you know Medford's not really a good kind of people there.
Right.
They actually disarmed me, violated my civil rights, demand identification, tell me there's a law. Like right now, you recognize there is no such law, and that's actually really respectful. I like to see like knowledgeable officers. So I don't know where was it again? That was it. Sorry, kind of lost train of thought. But yeah, I won't try to cause.
I don't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Do you want to talk to Chris really quick and just tell him where we're at?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll be real honest with you. You're probably going to attract a lot of police attention, and not because we're at this point, based on everything I know about you and what you're telling me and why you're here and all those things, not because I'm worried that you're going to do something terrible, but more as a fact that if you're standing here by yourself, it's a gigantuous alarm. If you're standing here with the 2 police officers, then our society feels very different because they have no idea what your intentions are. And obviously, we've had a couple of very high-profile incidences in the very recent past.
Oh, you mean in Colorado?
Colorado, and just a couple of days ago in Wisconsin. So people, based on those couple of incidences, probably have a heightened sense of awareness about what's going on. They're probably a heightened sense of concern for what's going on. So that, for lack of a better term, is going to your appearance.
It's going to destroy my image.
Well, I don't know. That's up to other people, and you know, again, you have the right to do what you lawfully want to do. My point is that you're probably gonna attract the attention of the police department in an effort not to necessarily interject with you because you're not violating the law, but to provide security for every one of these people and every one of these cars that's going by. If there were no police officers here, the phones would be off the hook, right? At 911. I'm telling you, they are. We've had dozens, if not 50 plus calls about your presence already today. People that are concerned that you're walking around with a rifle and a handgun.
Just in 1 hour? Wow.
Since wherever you started and first got out and people saw you. I mean, I'm not going to waste their time. I'm telling you that I can comfortably tell you at least 24 calls from concerned citizens. Right now, we're probably not receiving, I'm making an assumption, we're probably not receiving any calls because there's law enforcement here and the community says, oh, they must be dealing with this, they feel safe, there's not a problem, whatever the case is. But the minute we all drive away and we're not here and you continue walking down the street, on go the calls again, right? And then the issue becomes is, again, I don't know you very well, but I'm getting to know you. What if your personality and the image you're portraying to me and your reason for being here is all not true, and you go around the corner and you start shooting up the next public building that you come to?
Well, I know for a fact there'd be a concealed carry guy would probably shoot me down.
Well, maybe,
Yeah, so.
you know, but you know, you're probably gonna you get to make that decision what you want to do first. So I mean, if you wanted to make an ugly tragedy out of this, you certainly have the capacity to do so.
I'm not intentionally trying to. I just kind of want to bring the old tradition back to life. That's all I want to do.
I hear what you're saying. I guess I'm wondering if maybe there's a better way. Maybe there isn't. Maybe there isn't. And for me to sit here and give you direction that would potentially violate your rights as a citizen, I have no intention of doing. And if I do give you something that you think violates your rights, it's certainly not because I intended to, because you clearly have the right to bear arms, and that's what it is. But again, when you look outside of just that simple singular focus incident and look at one law or one thing, when we start to look at it big picture and see all of the other ramifications of our actions, that's a choice you have to make now, provided with more information about how you want to be perceived in the community and how you want to influence and affect the community. And again, those are choices you get to make. So, yeah. Well, like I said, from the start of this thing, you've been free to leave, and you still are free to leave.
Thank you for your professional
I would ask you, as a member of our community and a member of our society, to do the right thing. Not necessarily to do things right, but to do the right thing within our society. And that's, I certainly am not telling you what to do. You're certainly free to make your own choice. That seems pretty clear based on our conversation. And
which we are Americans, so that's true.
Yeah. Like I said, with that, I don't think I have anything else to ask you or talk to you about. And like I said, from the start, you've been free to leave, and you still are.
I acknowledge that. I like the meet and greet interactions. I like to show there's people, officers like you, standing up for our rights and understand, acknowledge the law and everything, and understand the community safety and such. And that's what we want to see, respectful officers. Even though there may be some people that don't like me carrying a rifle, and I acknowledge that. It's just, like I said, I believe in something strongly, and I'm not trying to be rude to anyone.
You haven't been rude to me at all.
Okay, I acknowledge that. It's just that, like I said, I believe something really strongly, and I don't want to sound like a dick or anything, and just want people to like be some respectful, maybe be curious, ask questions, come to me, hand out some flyers, be nice and respectful, something like that.
Right. Well, like I said, there are many ways to skin the cat.
Sure.
And you have chosen one of the many ways.
One of the many unusual ways.
Is it the best way? I don't know. Is it the worst way? I don't know either.
That's true.
I've never taken up your plight on a day of my own. So hard for me to say. But
yeah,
that's the best that I got.
If you like to, watch my YouTube channel, you just type in Met for Oregon Open Carry, and it should be Mark Guardian.
Okay.
And you should watch all my videos. I got Clemens Falls, Phoenix. They're pretty cool, actually. I actually encourage it. And Eagle Point, and there's Ashland actually gave me a handshake. They thanked me. They're most of a liberal kind of town, but they're actually really respectful. So it's really interesting videos to put out there. So we got good police officers. Right now, only police officer I see that are really bad are Medford, in my opinion. That's what I'm trying to do, is get out like what you guys are doing. You guys are doing a really good job, and I like to show people there are police officers in Oregon that actually respect our rights.
There's an awful lot of police officers that respect people's rights in Oregon.
Exactly.
As a whole, Oregon is a terrific place to be a police officer, and it's highly our morals, ethics, and values as a group are
and that's what's good.
Pretty darn high as a group. There's a few bad apples. There always are.
Oh yeah. Like I said, there's a lot of YouTube videos about bad officers and such. So I'm trying to clear that out. Like, hey, look, the state of Oregon, there's officers here to know our rights, and they're really good, and I respect that.
All right, young man, we're gonna leave.
Okay, I'm sorry to take your time and anything.
Take care of yourself.
You too.
Thank you.
Thank you.